boat? Do you miss boat life? Are you selling the boat? This and that.
Obviously, if I'm saying blue, she's saying red.
That's
just
not what's happening.
how life goes. We got a pretty big surprise for y'all in this video.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today is a gloomy day, which is not bad because it's not hot, but it also sucks for building and all the projects. We've been having a good amount of rain, and we had to put off getting the cement filling into our battery solar foundation.
Off-grid power station. But yeah, it rained really hard for 2 nights. And then now with the overcast, it's not drying out during the day. So we're kind of stuck like Chuck on that. I can't really wheelbarrow it. It's about 70 yards. I'd have to wheelbarrow it. So it would just take way too long to do that for 5 yards. So we're kind of just waiting for the weather to get right. But before the weather gets right, we've been getting a lot of questions coming in, flooding in 24/7. I guess I can't answer them all. I feel like I have answered most of these questions over time, piece by piece in the videos. But this way we can consolidate everything,
yeah,
get everybody's...
only super fans have seen all the answers.
only you know, if you know, you know. If you're real, you probably know already. But yeah, there's a lot of questions, a lot of unknowns. So I know a lot of people are new to the channel since we dipped off the boat. So we're going to get through some of those today, and we got, you know, we got a pretty big surprise for y'all in this video. All right, so one of the biggest questions we get all the time, and I think it's a good question because intuitively it seems kind of messed up, is why'd you build a deck so close to the trailer? You'll never be able to move the trailer out. And if you are able to even move the trailer out, you'll never be able to move the trailer back in. Oh my goodness, boy, you're only a ½ inch off that deck. This trailer only weighs 6,000 pounds, so I can move the trailer just with jacks. You know, a 2-ton jack. I'll jack it up and I can slide it over. And then I could get a machine, you know, if I'm ever having worked on the property where the guy needs a digger, he could slide it over real easy. So it's not as, this isn't as big as you would think. So you could easily get it out of here and you could easily get it back in here. Also, guys, real quick, we do not really care to move the trailer. First off, we don't have a truck to move it around. Second off, Puerto Rico's pretty small, so there's not much big time RVing. I've never seen a 40-foot trailer getting pulled around RV going to the beach. The elevation, it's not like, you know, you're in Florida or in the Keys going to an RV park having that good old time. So we're going to ride the wheels off of this trailer right here. Whenever it gets pulled out of here, it'll only be getting pulled out of here for the last and final time. And
the dumpster? Yeah,
we'll be riding it off the side of the cliff like Bonnie and Clyde. So
we're not doing that.
We're not moving her in and out.
The next question we got is a lot about our future house build. We've been talking about building a house. That was one of the things we wanted to do once we got this property. And to be honest, we've been all over the place with that. Ideas have changed, different circumstances have happened. We've gone from a decent sized 3-bedroom house to a cabin to a studio villa, back to a couple bedrooms, and we can't even figure out where we want to put it. So what do you have to answer for that?
Well, it's marital bliss, you know, trying to figure out. Obviously, if I'm saying blue, she's saying red.
That's just not what's happening.
How life goes. For me, we fell in love with the property because it had a beautiful river and these beautiful waterfalls next to it. So I say that's the focal point. That's what makes this property.
And I agree.
And we say that's clearly for me, if I'm going to make an investment, that's what I'd want to be involved in. We came down here after clearing the land, and Kristen just got a vibe down here in this hole, which
very jungly, tropical, pretty.
And it's dead quiet. So like the tranquility down here is really cool, and I'd love to build a little cabin. And we fell in love with the mountain views, as you can see right behind me here. The only problem with this is that there's across the river, there's another farm And, you know, the view isn't my favorite. It's just a view of someone else's kind of working farm. So it's, you know, there's equipment, it's a little industrialized. So everyone always said the #1 rule of real estate is don't fall in love with a view that you don't own. So, you know, that was kind of what happened to us over here. But I do really like it here. It's just, you know.
If they cut all their banana trees across the waterway, it's going to be really ugly and it's going to take down the whole vibe.
Initially, when she fell in love with it, the banana trees were very tall. They cropped their bananas, so they cut them down. And, you know, they will grow back, but it'll be a seasonal thing of, you know, half the year it's a really lush, beautiful tropical view, and half the year it's somebody's cisterns and plumbing and stuff like that coming out. So,
but your spot, you can see the road. And you can hear cars.
Can possibly see the road, but I think that I think that could be mitigated. I think that could be mitigated by some bamboo.
Not across the water, on someone else's property.
Yeah, you don't know. Sometimes bamboo, you know, goes
Anyways,
where it goes.
We are going to build somewhere for us to live. We don't want to be trailer livers forever. We just need to start pulling the trigger.
Well, the main thing too is that we came into this with zero construction experience. So, you know, we've been through, everyone's like, oh, it's been a year and you haven't done anything yet. And I'm like, well, in the year we did get married. One, that was a huge time taker and resource taker. So we got married.
Took a lot of travel to do that.
Yeah, we built the wall, and the reason we built our wall, we got our animals, we birthed animals, we learned all of that stuff.
Built a road.
You know, built our road, had to drive that machine, that bobcat getting buck wild. So we learned about 1 million things. We built the pergola for, you know, the systems around our trailer. So, you know, realistically, feet on the ground, we've only been here like 6-7 months between all the other stuff we had to do for the wedding and stuff. So we're moving at our own pace, and I got to learn. You know, I got to know how to do all that stuff. Fat Boy's very happy and content right now because we're down here, and sometimes I come down here and go fishing. He gets to try to grab the fish out of the water when I throw him back. It's pretty much his favorite game, so he's thrilled right now, but we're not fishing right now. We're not fishing today, Fat Boy.
Next question was a very popular one, all about the boat. Where's the boat? Do you miss boat life? Are you selling the boat? This and that. So why don't you go ahead and start answering that one?
Well, for one, of course, you miss boat life. It's like anything else.
I miss it.
You know, you think about only the good things once you're separated from something for a while. You think about, oh, the adventure and the, you know, all that stuff, but you forget all about the toilet breaking every 15 minutes. But yeah, we miss sailing. We'd love to be doing some sailing. Obviously, last year and the beginning of this year was kind of busier with us running to the States, you know, getting married, putting a ring on it. But even since then, you know, with the animals, the cats were the main thing that kind of got dropped in our lap that we never planned on.
Yeah, goats, that was not in the plans.
Goats and chickens, you can build the infrastructure and you can just leave them out in the pasture with automatic feeders, and, you know, the livestock is going to be fine. But these cats are very dependent on, like, you know, nurturing and caring for them. And then, you know, if they don't have that, they'll wander. And then the further they wander, the more trouble they get into. So the animals have very much limited us from being able to go sailing. We have a guy that we can pay, but it's expensive. That's expensive cruising. I didn't get into sailing to spend money. I did it to save money. So the sailing thing, hopefully we can gear it more towards getting to do some sailing in life and in the future. But, you know, as of right now, we just go to the Dead Dolphin basically just to take care of her. She's another liability at this point. I'd love for one of my Puerto Rican captains to come charter her for me. You know, let's add her to the fleet. We love her. We like the boat. We'd love to be able to go again and do more of it. But it's just, you know, life is never opening up for sailing too much right now. We could change things. I could build a big catio, you know, like a big 700-800 square foot catio that I could put the cats in for 2 weeks at a time and go sailing. But In my boat, you can't make it too far in 2 weeks. You can maybe make it to Martinique in 3 or 4 days, hang out for 3 or 4 days, and then come back. So sailing is going to be coming back into our lives, but at the moment, you know, we're like...
Yeah, we're not done. We're not done in our hearts yet.
We'll never be done. The sea calls to me. As you can see, the water is calling to me over here. You know, I have to have water in my life 24/7, but, you know, the boat, the salt water, and the going around, it's, you know, it's not ideal. But we still love her. She's still a part of our life, and I'll die before I give up that boat. Okay, so this is a question that I get a lot, and it's very well intended, and it's actually really interesting, and initially something I was really wanting to try out when I first got this property. But it's the hydroelectric. You can see this little stream going by here, and the river flows pretty hard all the time. So people naturally were thinking, you know, hydroelectric could be a great thing for you and being able to produce electricity. The problem is, I guess it's not really a problem, but one of the reasons why I can't do that is because all waterways in Puerto Rico are public. I'm not allowed to use this in ways like that. Basically, if I can build my own little hydroelectric system, everyone in Puerto Rico can, and we're not really certified to do that, so it could lead to more pollution, obviously pipes breaking loose and everyone just, you know, flowing their garbage down the river when it doesn't work. So that's the main reason. I don't own this river. I don't even own like 30 feet to the side of it. So it's a naturally protected resource. I'm not allowed to come down here and do anything permanent. And then also from a logistics standpoint, this river flash floods every other day. So it goes from being, you know, right here where it's nice and, you know, easy and controlled to it'll go 6 feet higher from where it is right here, and it'll go every, you know, once a week it goes at least 3 to 4 feet higher. So building something would be much more complicated than just putting, you know, a little water generator, a little hydro generator down here. I know that I could build a pipe and then deviate the water off to the side, but even the pipe would be a big build, because I tell you, it's like class 4 rapids up there when it really rains. So, and then down here water moves a lot, you know, it rips bamboo out, it gets crazy when it rains here. So hydroelectric, unfortunately, not really a doable thing here on this property. I would be interested if there was a temporary one that you could put in and take out, but even that would just be basically just for showing it and having fun, because how much energy can you make with a water generator in a couple of hours? So one of our favorite things about the property is the fact that a good amount of food does grow naturally on the property. We do have like a bit of a food forest here. Nothing too crazy, but we got a bunch of bananas in the banana patch. And when I tell you these bananas that come from the land have just a different flavor, different profile to them, boy, howdy, I mean it. The animals do a good job of eating most of them, but you get to them a good amount. And this has been a huge boom to the to the goats and to the chickens. They'll tear these bananas up. They love them. So the bananas do a great job. We have like hundreds of trees that are going off of bananas right now, but on the property we also have guava that grow all over the property. We probably have 10, 20 trees. The bugs get to them pretty bad, so you have to kind of pick them super early if you're planning on eating them. The goats love them though, and the chickens tear them up. But we also have coffee that grows wild, so we can grow our own coffee. What else we got, babe? Oh, plantains. We got some
dragon fruit growing.
Yeah, we got our dragon fruit growing, so that's going to be going. We have some parcha,
papayas,
vines in the forest, and then but we got more stuff that like grows naturally that we just pick off and eat sometimes. Oh, pan fruit, breadfruit. We got those that grow. So what do we have there? Guava, coffee, breadfruit, bananas, plantains. parchas. There's something else too. I'm just missing it. But yeah, there's a good amount of food here. If we ever went zombie apocalypse, we could easily, you know, sit tight for a couple days and eat bananas and hide in the trees until everything calmed down. But yeah, that's one of the great things about the property is there's a good diversity of food that grows already by itself. All right, so I'm gonna hit some rapid fire here on you guys, get some of these questions pretty quick. People asked about the fence. How's the planks holding up? I pulled this cool new thing and I screwed them from the back so I didn't have to see the screws from the front. Everyone said, oh boy, you're gonna die. They're never gonna last. Guess what? They last them perfectly fine. Every now and again, a panel can get a little wonky, but no fence is perfect. Overall, that engineering was great. It made it through our nesto, didn't even lose one plank, so that is what that is. The gate is holding up fine. Okay, a lot of people was asking about the Great Wall of Puerto Rico, otherwise known as the wall that we built very painstakingly. It's working out great. Everything's doing good except for it gets dirty at the top, and when it rains, it rolls down, so it looks a little bit mucky at the time. It just basically needs to get pressure washed, but overall, it's looking really, really good. I still love it. Anytime I come up here at night, I go, ooh, daddy, that's so pretty. Somebody said, why'd you waste so much money on landscaping? I don't know how you were taught about words and what they mean, but wasting means getting nothing back for something. I didn't waste even a dime on landscaping because I got everything back. This is my beautiful yucca, and it looks really pretty. We had a certain vibe for what we wanted up here. We wanted the cactus to kind of contrast with the jungle, and I think that we very much have that. Every time I roll up, the beauty inspires me, so it's not a waste. We paid just to have something pretty. So it was worth every penny because
it's a mood booster seeing
it's a mood booster. Every day I see this and I'm inspired by what we were able to accomplish and go, wow, that's really, really pretty. To some people, it's just a gate and a fence and some plants, but to me, it's a work of art.
All right, another question is, what happened to our friendly iguana?
Farty
Marty, and I don't know what happened to him. Basically, after that big dog attack that we had prior where one of our poor babies died and the chicken, Juicy Rooster, he got his butt feathers bit. We never saw the iguanas again.
No, Farty Marty was my best friend. He used to come up. I was living my Mowgli life, being a wild man and taming wild iguanas, and he would eat out of my hand. He'd come every day. Came to see my family. He was like one of the highlights of the property, even though he was eating all of our pumpkins, which was a nightmare. But yeah, once the dogs came, he was gone. Satos and iguanas are sworn enemies, so sadly, you know, that's why.
Hopefully he didn't die, he just got out of here.
Hopefully he just jumped in the river and he lives down the way, you know. Maybe that's, obviously they migrate, they don't have homes, but he was my friend every day for a couple of months. He was my homie, but you know what, if you tame one iguana, you can tame another one. And that'll be something I'll just try to do later in life. Okay, and we're dealing with issues getting our solar farm built, the structure that the solar is going to go on, because it's been raining, so it's been hard to access that. And a lot of people have been asking, why don't you just put the solar panels on top of the pergola that you built? And that would be a great idea, but the reason that we put the pergola over there was because it's very shaded. It's super cool. It brought the trailer down like on average 10 degrees per day. And we have a huge wall of bamboo here that shadows it pretty much throughout the day. So that would be not the best place for the solar panels. I would lose at least half of my daily allowance of sunshine. So sadly, can't do it. We thought about it. We'd love to do it, but it's just not possible. Okay, so y'all ask every day about sweet baby bear, this precious angel. Signs of life. And what y'all don't understand is that
she hates being held. That's why she looks like that, by the way.
She doesn't like being held. She hates the outside cats. So that's the reason we try to keep them as separated as possible. Okay, I'm going to put her back in. I'm not going to torture it, but I'll wrap this up. Bear is my child. If anything were to ever happen to Bear, that would be front page news. I don't know if you guys remember when PP passed. I couldn't even properly function for like 3 weeks after that loss, and it will be worse if anything were to ever happen to Bear. That's my #1 stunner. We've been you know, sailing around the world together. That's my cat. I love her. So we don't show her a ton just because we don't ever film inside the house, and we don't let her outside because she will she will give these mongrels.
She hisses and then gets sick.
Yeah, she'll give the mongrels the skippity paps, and when she gets really upset, they say that it hurts her with her bowel movements. It makes her more constipated. So they say keep your stress down. So we keep them very separated. But Bear is good. We love her. Bear's always thumbs up. Anything happens
Sleeps
to Bear,
in our bed.
yeah, we'll know. Bear's right there all day, every day. Number one.
Someone asked us what our favorite Puerto Rican meal is, so we're gonna speed on this one. I would say we like what? What's our favorite?
10 toes down, I will say the lechon. The lechoneras here in Puerto Rico are the #1 in the world. I will put a Puerto Rican roasted pig against anything on planet Earth. That is something that they do incredibly well here, part of the culture. They completely dominate that. It's some of the best roasted pork.
And we've had pork because we even had it at our wedding.
Yeah, we tried to have it at our wedding, and
for the welcome party.
Not to be a hater to my Floridians, y'all know I'm a Florida man, but you boys in Key West got no business touching a hog in comparison to a beautiful Puerto Rican lechonador. So yeah, they kill that here. If you're ever in Puerto Rico and you get a chance to, if you're only going to eat one Puerto Rican meal, try to find a lechonera, and you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe they could even make something that delicious.
And speaking about our wedding, someone said, did they miss the wedding video? And no, it's coming right up in this video. We're sharing our wedding video. We got married. The best decision you ever made, right?
Yes.
So check out our wedding video. It was one of the most magical times of my life. I'm not going to speak for Matt. It better be his too. And I hope you enjoy.
Kristen and Matt, as breathtaking this bay view is, you each have the best view of all, that of the other, the one who sees you without filter or judgment. Love is the greatest gift that we can offer to one another, and that is what makes marriage so very special and a cause for joy and celebration.
All right, guys, everybody, want to thank everyone so much for coming. I know that traffic coming all the way down here, some of y'all hit it, some of y'all didn't. Either way, guys, I'm super happy that all of you came. I hope you have a great night. Get around, meet people, because there are some incredible people here tonight. Pretty much everyone is, so get around, meet some people you might not see for a while, and let's just have a great night. Love you guys.
I just want to say that they wanted everyone to come here and have a party. That was their big thing, besides they wanted to get married too.
Today is the day I'll finally forgive you for giving me the wrong number the first day we met.
You said you would finally forgive me for giving you the wrong phone number that day. I'm gonna do an even better thing and put the whole thing to rest. I never gave you the wrong number to start with. The moment I walked in and saw you for the first time, I don't know if it was the light, but I noticed you and I felt something that I wouldn't realize till many years later. I wouldn't realize what that feeling was.
To this day, I still can't explain the way I was drawn to you. So many strange, small decisions brought us together. To me, you're superhuman. I say it all the time, you are capable of doing just about everything. A man of endless talent.
And even when we're lost, we're found. Yeah, even
It is my great honor to pronounce you married. You may kiss.
The two of them have done great, and you thank them for putting on this big event. They wouldn't hardly let me chip in very much, and they just are stubborn like Kristen always has been. But they did this for everybody, so I want you to all give them a big round of applause for throwing this event.
And it's all I need. Everything I want is in front of me. It's looking up in the dark, sun is shining over me. I got a good thing coming. Just wait and see. It's a good.
These two, to help them know, subscribe to Sailing GBU, because that will help pay for some of it.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed our wedding video. I thought it was pretty good. What'd you think of it?
I think it captured the magic. It was a wonderful day. You know, got to see a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. Got to chill with the family. It was a bit of a whirlwind when you get married. I will tell you that. You don't get to enjoy really it as much as you would think you would. It's kind of more of a service, for me anyway. I kind of approach it as a service to my family and friends that have supported me through the years and, you know, molded the man that could get such an amazing woman to marry him. So yeah, it was cool. I had a blast at the wedding. It was wonderful, and the people that did the video, they did a great job editing. It was weird for us not having the cameras in our hands, but it was good. I loved it.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I hope some of your answers got, or some of your questions got answered.
I hope some of your answers got questions, because that way we keep the mystery up. But yeah, we get these questions all the time. I try to stay active in the comments and try to hit them one by one, but obviously, you know, people keep coming in, and it's questions that I would probably have too if I was watching. So I'm glad that we got to answer a lot of those. I'm glad we got to come clean with it, you know, let y'all know what's popping, what's going on. So, you know, it was important for us to take a little bit of time and answer some of the questions that came through.
So thanks for watching. If you want to see any wedding photos, we're going to be posting those. Patreon's probably already seen them, so check out our Patreon if you're interested in that. And anything else? No, we talked this whole video with all of our answers. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.